Joining me, and welcome to my channel. This is your reading for are they into you? So we're going to assess someone that you may be interested in, or who you may be in a relationship with, and take a look at how they feel about you. So to see if they're interested, what else is going on. This is going to be a timeless reading, but I'm reading for September 2020. And today, instead of tarot, we're using Lenormand predictions. So for every single zodiac, I'm doing the order based on cards, so nobody has to keep track with me, but it is cool when you guys do the time caps down below. So hold on tight. If you do time caps, and I have a message for you guys in the messages or in the comments, then please just reply to the message that I pin from me, and then your time caps will be at the top of the thing. Otherwise, please let me know that I can cut and paste your time caps into my message, and then I'll just give you a thanks for doing them inside of the message that I cut and paste. So let me know, and thanks for everybody who's helping and supporting. Yesterday we did a really cool reading. Actually, I did about 2 days of this reading, and it's called Healing and Manifesting. And it's a really cool spread because it tells you 3 things that are healing for you, and then what's manifesting as a byproduct thereof. So yesterday we did the all sign reading. That is in your link down below, the newest videos link. And then also 2 days ago, I did a pick a card with 2 different options, and 2 options for members, and answering the same question with a more in-depth reading. So if you want to know kind of what's healing in your life and what's going to be the outcome of that manifesting, that's probably a good place to start. But today we're just going to take a look at how they feel about you and by every single zodiac sign. So I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome, and let's just get right into it here. I'll give it another shuffle. It might be similar, but it might be similar to yesterday, so I won't really want to mix it up. But here we go. Let's see one by one, because I used these yesterday too. I hope you guys are doing well. Hi girl, hi. And let's see. So we have Taurus first, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So first of all, what we're going to do, Taurus, is we're going to take a look at the general environment of what's going on between you and your partner, kind of like where things are going. It's our compass spread, right? We're taking a look at where we're going, where we've been, what's emerging, and what's coming to us. Okay, so it looks as though this person, we're reading them to you, right? It looks like they've been doing a lot of personal work, and they're probably withdrawn to a certain extent, trying to make themselves better, trying to kind of work on some stuff, their perspective. And I think that they think that like their timeline for wanting this to work out and for things to happen is the springtime. I do feel like there will be a connection between you and this person before. Things are improving in this relationship as this person gets in touch with what they want. I think that their thing is really like a glow up, like they want to look better, or they want to just get their life together in some way and present like a better look. And then the emergence is Cancer. So I think that they're really looking to be more attractive, frankly, whether it's to you or to anybody else, the person you're thinking about or the person that will be in your life soon. They will be very focused on improving how they look and how their life is. Not necessarily terribly superficial or anything like that. It's just, I think that they just want to do better in their life for themselves. Okay, so let's take a look with the Lenormand as to what they are thinking. We are about to hear an ambulance go by. Hey girl, hey, hope you guys are okay. All right, so let's take a look at what this person, this is probably, the next 3 cards probably mean what you know. You kind of like know what they're thinking, like this is the stuff you're gonna face. Okay, so you know that they've been very focused on work. They devote a lot of time to work. I feel as though you're dealing with someone who is sometimes not present. Their mind is elsewhere. And then we have the lilies. So I think that they've been, again, working on themselves a lot, maturing. They may have been working with a psychologist or a counselor or a coach. And then what's going to emerge is that they're going to be a much happier person moving forward. So I think that if you feel like you've been sidelined by them a little bit in the past, then I feel like this person is going to become much more present and available. Now let's take a look at the deeper level to see what's going in the subconscious. So they've been waiting for the right person and the right situation to come along. In fact, I'm getting the impression that this person didn't have a good environment before, and it really took away from them. Like it really scraped away at them, and they didn't do well because the outside factors, you know, just sort of diminished them. Okay, so they now are in a more stable place in life, and that's why they're devoting so much to improving themselves, because they never had that opportunity, be it by the people around them or the general environment that they were in. And then we have the home. So this person actually really wants to leave the outside world a lot. Maybe because I feel like their hand was forced in the past. I feel as though their hand was forced a lot in the past because the world forced them to participate in ways that they like kind of had to do certain things, like a certain job or whatever. And now that they're getting their choice, they really are choosing to be within the home. I think that their feelings towards you are like you are a part of their improving world, and that's significant for them, and they care about that. And then we have a child. This is a person who's doing a lot of self-work, and their attitude towards you is going to improve as they get more out of what they are doing for themselves. So if you feel a little bit like put on ice by this person right now, Taurus, I feel like this person, it's not about you, it's just they feel like so grateful that they have an opportunity to improve their life. And when their life improves, you are a part of that improved life for them. So congratulations on that. Now let's see the next sign. We have Aquarius. Hi weirdos, how are you guys doing? Let's take a look at your trajectory. So how do they feel about you? Okay. So if you don't know this person, this is probably going to tell you how the person you meet will feel about you in the upcoming month. Okay. Oh, we have some cards that fell out. Is it 4? We have 3. Okay, let's rock and roll. So we have the Innocent. So this person feels as though, so Aquarius, this person, very similar to your vibration. The vibration is that you are sort of, you've been disenchanted and they have been disenchanted by the world. And so I feel like they see in you purity. They see in you something that they've been missing in life. Below the surface is moving past the evidence. So I feel as though this person really matches your vibration, Aquarius. It's really bygones be bygones, move from the past. This sticker is in the reversal, the 3 of Swords, right? And I kept it in the reversed for a reason. So this person doesn't have a broken heart. This person I feel as though this person, just like you, is fed up and done with lack of innocence, like lack of sincerity, and they're very quick to remove themselves from environments and people who are not genuine. And so I think they see in you that quality they're really looking for. Capricorn energy. This person's gonna take kind of the bull by the horns in a big way. I feel as though this person has concrete goals that they want to see forward in their life, and I think that they're going to put a lot of effort behind making things happen. Let's see what's emerging. And we have Capricorn again, so this is kind of more Aries. I don't know why I wrote Capricorn here. Capricorn and Aries sometimes confuse me, but Capricorn emerging, but I think this is more of an Aries thing. I think the general kind of compass of the situation is that I think that they're going to, I think it's Capricorn to Aries, And I feel as though this is the timeline of what this person is kind of looking to do. I feel like they really want to make their life more simple. And I think that they see you as a part of that. The timeline for this will be winter to spring, and they will take steps in order to, I think that they're very much looking to change their life and their world by removing themselves of problematic situations. So they're sort of taking the first step. That's a very Aquarian thing, actually, but like take the first step to get out of these problematic situations. You know, maybe like being in environments where people are saying bigoted things, or you know, whatever else. Like they're sort of like they can get by in that situation, but they just don't want it anymore. You know, like maybe they're removing themselves from environments where people eat meat if they're vegan. There's some kind of like, it doesn't have to happen, but they're making that choice to make it happen to have a better life. And I think that they see you as a part of that. So it's like a preemptive decision to change approach to life, to get more out of life, to lead a more holistic life. And I think they want you to be a part of that. Whatever's happened between you and this person, you may feel as though there's a broken heart involved. I don't think so. I think this person, I wouldn't be surprised if many of you are not dealing with people who have Aquarius transits as well, because this feels very Aquarian, like I'm going to move past this, this is not for me, and I want to go live a better life. You know, there is that part of it. So this is what's going to be clear that they feel about you. In the past, you had a very strong start, or you will have a very strong start. They will communicate a lot of happiness. It's going to come off as a very like easy-go-lucky situation, and then there's going to be a decision that somebody's going to have to make regarding which way you're going to go, which bridge you're going to take to what direction, and that's going to in some way kind of formalize what kind of relationship this is going to be. And the seriousness of this relationship is up in the air. Like, is this going to be a long-term relationship? Is this going to be a romantic relationship? I think that this person is still deciding about where everything fits, and that has more to do with the fact that their life is in flux. They see friendship and companionship with you in the future. So in the future, you will know that they feel that you're a good friend. I just feel as though that whole idea about fairness, justice, being a good person, these Aquarian values, this person is seeking out, and I think that they're going to find those in you. Now let's see the subconscious. Let's see the stuff you may not see. So you meet this person, everything's shiny, they're saying nice things to you, but below the surface, they're really looking for something. They're trying to find a way out of this life that's not worth living, like maybe an Instagram life, like spending their entire time on social media. A lot of us are facing that right now. Like is this like a good use of time? We've all had like 10 years with social media, and now we're reflecting on like how much of it is better for our life, in which way, and what are we missing out? I hear that everywhere, right? So everybody's kind of questioning. We're having like a question moment of what social media means to us, and is it actually helpful? Many people are choosing to like withdraw from certain social media platforms altogether. So this is like an existential question this person's having when they meet you, but you're not going to see that. You're going to see like a very happy sort of moment. And then how that's emerging, and probably in the more present moment, this is the past, present, and future, is that I think this person, when they meet you, they feel like they're closer to their goal. Like they figured out that they don't want like unhealthy people around them, or they don't want you know, just like some of they've recognized some of the toxic traits that they don't want around them. And when they meet you, what's unspoken is they see that you have like a quality that reflects like a healthier way of life that they're seeking. And then look, we have the heart. So I think this person, whether this person turns out as a lover or a friend, right away I feel like this person sees purpose and value in you, Aquarius. I think that the real bonding point that's very clear is your need for like fairness in the world and like a real disgust towards injustice. So I think you have someone really nice around you. Please, I mean, Aquarians are not bad for this. Others, especially the water signs, are bad for this. This is the truth. But please don't be disparaging towards finding like a friend. If it's not romance, then, you know, a friend like this, a companion, is very, very helpful. So I think Aquarians don't really mind, you know, the types of people, the types of relationship they're having. But I am getting like the primary bond of this relationship is like the need to have fairness and justice in their life, and they feel that from you, and that's a very strong bond, you know. So that bond is like something not to snarl your nose at. If you want a romantic relationship and it's just a platonic friend, I don't think you should be sad about that, because it's a really good connection. Okay, so now we're gonna take a look at the next sign. We have Aries. Hi, Aries. Let's take a look at your compass and find out what's going on for you in this person. So if you don't know the person, right, this is what's coming in or what will be around, or somebody that will be very important. So we have friendship. Oh, hey girl, hey. So I do feel as though the primary energy for 2020 is friendship. It's like we've all been hit in the gut really bad. And so therefore, like romance is sort of disenchanted these days, right? Like it's kind of like but friendship, it's like a good friend, somebody who really has your back. It's like we're all appreciating that more. So I'm not surprised to see that as the general direction. Why should I care? So this person had experienced a certain degree of apathy about life. I feel as though this person was probably indifferent, or even like was questioning things like, why should I care? Like, what's the purpose of all this? And for them, your friendship with them gives them meaning, gives them presence, not in a codependent way, just like as an inspiration, or you're a good factor in their life. They value you. And then we have moving past the evidence. Again, reverse 3 of Swords. This is always reversed in this deck. So that means that a situation that moving past the situation, there could have been an eye-opening situation where someone did something really crappy to someone and they just have to move on and kind of settle the score. Like somebody cheated on somebody, not between you and them, but in their outside world. Maybe they were cheated on. And again, there's like this end of patience with BS. And then we have the bull, Taurus, on the emergence. Like Tauruses, this person's going to emerge as, I think this person, again, very similar to Aquarius, strong value in you as a friend. They need you, and they're going to be very, very loyal with you. Okay, so let's see what they kind of what you know within the relationship, how they feel about you, just like what's on the surface, what's going to be quite apparent. So it's going to be quite apparent that things are improving. They might be a little bit withdrawn at first, maybe because of they're just leaving a bad situation, so they may be a little moody at first, but that's very quickly going to turn to a happier disposition. It has nothing to do with you. I have a feeling that this is a time when this person's life is increasing in variance, which means that more things are coming into their life. And you know, they went from a time when there was very little choice to a time where there's more and more choice in their life. And I think that you're a part of that sentiment, that they feel like their life is becoming enriched. And then we have the next direction. I feel like this is like stars, like the purpose of direction. If it's not hand in hand, like you're going at it together, then it's a friendship in which they see themselves moving forward in life for a long time, in touch with you. Like they see you as, like, you know, their purpose is in alignment with your purpose. Below the surface, this is the stuff we're being sneaky about. We have the key. So I think that in some way they had an epiphany in their life and they solved a life problem. So, you know, they always had a certain type of relationship. They had flaky people around. They had people that were, there was something that was sort of, how do you say, like a monkey on their back, or like a situation that they couldn't necessarily shake. And they felt they completed that on their own before they met you. They had reconciled something, and they feel like the doors of like new opportunities have opened for them. Their new life has opened for them, and they're so excited to be here. They're so done with the past, Aries, that they're and that loyalty is here. And if you help them, then that's where the loyalty is coming from. It's like this person's gonna be a ride and die, you know? And then we have the Well. They feel like so much gratitude for being in this situation. I really do sense that this person came from a place of darkness, or an experience of darkness. So they're not dark themselves, but they had some really dark stuff go on in their life. And I think that the Well is showing that in the present moment, they're excited, they feel blessed to be here, they're blessed for their experiences, and they feel blessed for having you in their life. So they're thankful and happy that you're here. And then we have the magnifying glass. So they still have to kind of, in the upcoming place, they're going to be doing a lot of assessment of situations, and still sort of learning about the new possibilities and circumstances. They're going to go into a cycle of a lot of self-development in the next coming year, 2 years, whatnot. And I feel like this person is going to change a lot in the upcoming future. Hopefully your lives will continue. I think the strong message here is that despite whether this is a romantic connection or it turns into a lifelong friendship, that's still yet to be determined. So it's saying that this person has, you know, they're definitely in your life. They definitely appreciate you, but up in front of them, there is a lot of changes, and they are in some way, there's a lot of changes, and there's a lot of possibilities opening up as they look into themselves, as they assess themselves, and develop personal development, right? And I saw you guys in the comments. Connie, thanks for mentioning the super chat. I actually didn't turn on super chat. Yesterday was just a test. Thank you guys again for everybody who gave me super chat. That was super fun. We'll do it once in a while, but the membership option is the best way to support the channel. You can go into the description to get those, and that way you guys get dedicated videos. Like, I like that system. Okay, so here is the next message. We have the Gemini. Okay, so hi Gemini, let's take a look how the person feels about you. Who are you dealing with? We're looking at the compass first, so we're seeing what's going on in your environment. Small delay, loose tongue delay. So someone said something that slowed things down. It could have been you, Gemini. Said something, and now there's been a pause in the situation because things have to get worked out. The consequences of what was said have to be worked out. Below the surface is Aries, so something new beginning, or something new has begun in the spring. I feel as though this situation needs time. This situation needs development, and I think that they feel like taking a step back is necessary at this time. Not to break up or end the relationship by any means. I just feel as though this person feels like stepping back to let things become what they may is very important. Then we have Capricorn. Although I kind of think this is Aries, I'm going to fix this card later. Let me know in the comments if you guys think this is Aries or Capricorn. I think it's Aries. When I did it, I thought, oh, Capricorn, but I think it's Aries. So I think that this person is in some way taking charge of their life, and I feel like they're being very responsible with their life. Their feelings may be that they want to just go right ahead and do whatever, but I think that they're being a little self-protective. They don't want to risk their life, and they want to make sure that the situation they're going into is a good one. So they're going to take it slow, and I am very busy on the phone. So you might get the cold shoulder from this for this person a little bit. I think that they're making sense. Maybe you've had a political conversation. I know I offend people politically often when I speak my mind, right? Politics is a hot button right now, and definitely a point through which people get offended. So maybe it's something personal, or maybe it's something impersonal, but something was said, and now this person is very like playing busy. They just don't want to end the situation, but they want to take a step back, okay? And they want to see where some things go that have begun. Let's see how the clear how they feel about you, how they think about you. So we have the Mask. So I think that for a minute, I think what happened is that you said something and they're like, wait a minute, who is this person? So the Mask to me says that they in some way suddenly felt the urge to, what they thought they saw, there's more behind what they've known or what they thought they knew. And then so they became a little nervous, because then they started asking questions like, who am I dealing with? What is this person about? Then we have the Dice. They feel uncomfortable in the situation, and I think you know that. I think this person, I'm not saying they have a reason to be worried, Gemini. I think that they're a little frigid, frankly. I think that they are probably being overly cautious, and sometimes it's very annoying when you're dealing with someone like that, because, you know, but everybody's working through their own stuff, their own past experiences. So I feel this person being very skeptical, even a little bit paranoid, and a little bit reserved, and kind of keeping you out for now. And then there's going to be a trip. This person may go on a trip and buy more time. I really feel like this person is searching for the answer. I do feel like they have feelings for you, but I think that paranoia is an issue, and it stems from a conversation or something was said or something happened that triggered their paranoia, and that's not your fault. Some people are just very quick to become paranoid and skeptical of the situation. So I think that's what you're dealing with. Below the surface, they have a lack of purpose in their life. That's why they get so frigid. Now I see it. So like, when you're not sure about where you're going in life, when people throw curveballs at you, you're like, whoa, wait a minute, where does that relate to me, right? So this person suddenly was challenged by you, and now they have to make sense of it. I do think they're projecting onto you by mistrusting you a little bit, but the underpinning issue is the fact that they're not centered. They don't know exactly where they're going, right? The next message is that so if they make a choice without looking deeper, they are going to in some way be taking a risk, because it's an unassessed situation. Below the surface, they need time to take a look at the situation, to understand who you are better, to understand the situation better, maybe take a closer look at themselves to figure out where they stand. So I really feel like, Gemini, for you guys, this is like, it's not your fault, but you're dealing with somebody who is preoccupied with like life questions, existential questions. They're wondering like, they're answering some questions about themselves, so they're still kind of before the stage of fully being ready in a relationship, but sometimes timing isn't perfect. And then we have the Labyrinth. I feel like this person's going to end up, this really feels like they're going to end up trying to buy time, like go on vacation and become unavailable for a minute, like to buy time. So like, oh, I got to go here, so I can't be around to hang out. But they're hiding the fact that they're still figuring things out. I hope that they have their epiphany, Gemini, but to me it looks like a person who is confronting the fact that they don't really know themselves yet, or they still need to kind of come to terms with something within themselves yet, okay? And so don't internalize that. Be patient. You have a lot going on anyway with North Node in Gemini, so I hope that's sending you in good directions and bringing you peace and luck. Okay, so let's see the next message. We have the Libra card. Hi, Libras. Let's see the compass with the person that we're thinking about, the person that is in your mind. Okay, so let's take a look, everyone. So we have the Cancer card. Okay, so Cancer on the outcome. So this person, if a Cancer is very important in this situation or in this relationship, there could be some like a third party, like a let's say a child, or there could be a child or somebody else who's a Cancer who's involved that's being taken into consideration. I feel like the goal has to do with the home, like building the home, buying a home, decorating the home, getting comfortable in the home. There's those kinds of goals that are being taken. And then below the surface, we have inner light. I feel like this person is very in tune with things at this time. They're thinking about life behind the curtain. They're not necessarily thinking about like how much money they're going to make or how successful they're going to be. They're thinking about like, am I a good person? Am I bringing into this world good things? And that's how they feel about you. That's what they want from you in a relationship. They want that spiritual aspect to the union. They want to feel as though it makes sense, you know, like rather than, you know, the money that you can make together or the success that you can achieve. Their primary goal, their primary force has to do with like getting in touch with the more profound things in life. They want to have a spiritual life. They want to have a life that supports their inner light. And they want someone like you. They feel like you're the complement to those things. And then, okay, we have two things. So we have mother, which is the bear, right? Mother energy. So they have a very strong mother. This mother could be a detractor, as she may be overly protective. And so I feel as though there is like a threatening energy that comes from their mother. Maybe if she's not in the picture, then it's her ideologies, the things she's taught this person that get in the way. This kind of skepticism, this kind of like in her hyper vigilance to try to protect this person, they had taught them some things that are working against them in terms of getting what they want, to not trust what they're getting, to have questions about what they're getting. And so you will be dealing to a certain extent, Libra, with someone who sometimes has the experience of like having weird reactions that they have to figure out in their own mind. Okay, so then we have Ursa Major, the big bear. Okay, so this is like a constellation that probably most people can find in the sky, right? So I feel like it's kind of like the navigation point for noobs and idiots. Like anybody can find this constellation. This is the Big Dipper, right? The constellation of that. I think that things are going to come into focus and become more clear. This person really, yeah, just a people who have as a priority the focus of like living for their spiritual life, are fewer and further in between. There's not as many of us out there that prioritize spiritual life over external things, right? When push comes to shove, many people go for the external things. So just the fact that this person's already on that path, they're just working through their mother issues. And so that's, you know, they'll find their path. I think that and I don't think it's a complicated situation. I don't think it's that hard on them because it's the Ursa Major. Like I said, it's very easy to identify. It's very easy to find. So I think that I think that it's just little bumps in the road as they're figuring things out. Okay, what's clear about the way they think about you? So there's like sitting and waiting for a situation. They've been waiting for someone for a long time. So I feel like, yeah, they've been waiting for a minute. And then we have the tree. So they're looking, like, again, ground their roots, build the community. I think they probably want to break away from their home family. They, like, in terms of, like, the type, they want to break that family constellation a little bit. They want to, especially the matrilineal line, I feel like they want to. Family constellations are like the dynamics between families, the interrelated dynamics between families that create a certain vibe about a family, you know, like the family of scientists, the family of lawyers, the family of teachers, whatever. There's certain kinds of vibes between families. You guys know what I mean? And so sometimes this person wants to break away from that archetype, from that blueprint of their family, because something about their family was maybe too superficial, wasn't good. And so they're looking for a more grounded connection, like a more spiritual connection. They're sort of they're the black sheep of the family, and so they're going in their own direction to find their own way. And I feel like they're going to want children. So for some of you guys, especially those of you who are of age to have kids, this person's going to want family. They're going to want children. They're going to want a new beginning. And you're going to know all of these things. They may have been single for a long time or waiting for a long time for do this. They're very serious about where they're going. And for them, it's all about the progeny. It's about where their family, like they want their family and their life moving forward, designing a new way of life, one that is based on spirituality, spiritual connection, and that's what they want from you. Okay, so the next line is the subconscious. So I think that they found great happiness in their life before they met you, Libra. So I feel like they have done the work and they have made peace with everything that's going on. That doesn't mean that the interjection of family members and pestering mother-in-laws isn't a factor in their life, but at this point, they have already made peace with that, and these are just external factors that may still be around without them internalizing it so much anymore. So they've done the work. And I think that as they get closer to their goal and as they meet you and they feel, as you get closer together with this person, there's going to be a real understanding between the two of you that you are going to be building something long-term and concrete, something with like deep roots, like a tree, right? Tree means like the beginning of a family tree, the beginning of like some new path. And so you are building this with this person, and things will become happier and happier as you pursue that. And then we have letters. So this person's going to introduce something new to you in this relationship. They want to tell you something that's important. They might introduce something new into the relationship. So that's something that they may not be telling you right away, right now, but there is some information that they're going to be sharing with you that will sort of modify, like maybe propose having children or something else. There's going to be some kind of, they're going to introduce something new that they're going to want to change up in this relationship. Okay, so that's Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's take a look at the next sign. How do they feel about you, Virgo? Hey, Virgos. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Happy birthday, guys. So we have, let's see what's going on. So this is the general compass of the situation. We have spring. So this person has spring in mind. I think many people with Rona and stuff are waiting for spring as their timeline. I think everybody's sort of accepted that the next couple months we're still sort of waiting for things to roll out and figure themselves out. So I think many people have the mindset that like, oh, not much is going to happen until spring. At least not much in the way of like letting go of things and building a new way, going new way. Below the surface, we have the inner light. This person too is a seeker of light. I think this person has sought within themselves like a more spiritual path, a more spiritual perspective. I think that they're more focused on like meaning in their life, the significance of things. And so it's more of like a value-based kind of focus on spirituality, focus on values, focus on meaning. That's what's really important, okay? And then we have the power move card. So they in some way are going to make some kind of power move to make a big decision. You might be surprised to have a very serious conversation about where your relationship is going at some point with this person in the near future. This person might propose something. It's something that will ultimately change your dynamic with this person. Hey, let's go steady. Hey, let's move in together. Hey, let's get married. All those big sort of milestones kind of conversation. And I think it's going to be something that changes the status of your relationship to a more formal one. The next message is the vision card. So I think that right now you and this person are in some way designing your future together, Virgo. I feel like you're trying to figure out exactly which way is up and what's going on, and you have a lot of possibilities in front of you. You're daydreaming a lot and having a lot of like visions of what life can be like, and you're figuring out what that means to you. Okay, so let's see next card. Ooh, we have lots of jumping cards. Let's see what you guys got. So you have the Key. So something changed in their life, or maybe in your life. This is something that you know for sure. And some of maybe they got divorced. That's what I'm getting. Or like maybe something that was not flexible has become flexible in their life. Like something they couldn't do, now they can do, and you know about this. Then we have the Stars. So it's a celebration. I feel like this person, this could be a divorce, this could be a big move where somebody makes a big move in your direction. And it has to do with them shifting their life. So you're aware of that part, and suddenly they have like they finally decide to take the next step. That's how I would describe it. And then they're going to start telling you secrets that you didn't know before. You're going to learn a lot more about the situation, about where they're going with things, where they're coming from, and then you will be making your decisions based on that. The stuff that's not so clear below the surface is that this person in some way, I think this person is still figuring out who they are. They may have gotten married very young in life, or they may have been like maybe in the military for a long time, or they were otherwise, so maybe they were in a PhD program for a long time, so they never like lived their life, you know, they lived their life, but now they're stepping out of that formative time period, and I think they're doing a lot of like research about who they are and what is important to them. So you're dealing with someone who's stepping back into society from something else. Hopefully not jail, but hey Virgo, hey. So we have the Clover next, and so I feel like I feel as though there's a real sense of luck. This person feels like they got away with it, but they got very lucky in a situation. That includes their feelings towards you. They're sort of feeling like, I really sense that this person is feeling like they feel so touched that this could have happened to them, that they met you, that they're having this experience. They feel so lucky that things resolved. They probably didn't think that they would, or something like that. And so they're very, very thankful. They're much more thankful than you realize. You see them as just celebrating, having fun, but they're so grateful that they got out of there, or got out of that situation. The upcoming energy is Sun. So this person is going to be so happy. I think that this person is really, their experience of life is greatly improving. It feels like somebody that was in some way held back, shut down, kept from whatever it is that they were kept from, and now it's like they finally, it's like, you know, when we're all let out of quarantine and this is all over, it's like a big party on the street. So that's how this person's feeling. This person is feeling like, phew, like I'm past this now. Okay, so that's Virgo. I hope you guys are doing well. Now let's see the next sign. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Cancer, let's take a look at your compass and see where your relationship is going with this person. Shoot, we have some cards that flipped over. Let's see what they say. So we have the Message, so some communication that needs to happen, and the DF is strong, Divine Feminine, the Boss Lady. And we have the Kind Conversation, the High Priestess. So Cancer, I feel as though this person, if you're the female in this relationship, they know that you're the strong, very strong one. And so I feel like a big part of this is reverence for your intelligence, your strength, and they really want to bond with you all over these things. There will be a lot of communication between you and this person at this time. Let's see the next card. So we have Tomorrowland, there's a party. So I feel like this person, kind of needs a person like you in their life. I feel like they appreciate the strength I think that they want people to support them, and they want people to support where they're going with things. So I feel as though it's a celebration in their life that they have found somebody who's going to contribute. That's harder to find than it seems. Like, we often meet people who are fun and nice, right, Cancer? But like, in terms of somebody who's actually going to contribute, hold on, somebody who's going to actually contribute and use that intelligence and use that strength to help you in the relationship, that's a hard thing to find. So I think this person's going to bring you in close. They're going to tell you their plans. They're going to tell you their visions, and they're going to rely on you to, in some way, share with them your strength and empower them and empower their vision. That's what they're seeking from you. Just to like tell you their plan and ask you, like, do you think, Cancer, that I can do this, right? They want to make this a celebration and a happy moment in your lives. Let's see what's evident in the situation. Again, somebody who's been alone for a long time, somebody who's been single, somebody who has been waiting for a while. And then we have the choices card. I think that they're going to present you with an option. So you're going to meet somebody, and I feel like they're going to let you in on the secret. They're going to let you know exactly, like, some more information, and then there's going to be like a decision about which way to go with things, about whether to go with something or leave it behind. And then we have the whips. So this person has something in their life that's really pushing hard on them. They have a hard situation in their life. It's something out of their control, but it's something that they have to deal with. So that's why the conversation, they're seeking someone strong, and that's why the conversation needs to happen. But they do want a happy life, one of celebration. It's just there's something that is a limitation in their life. Maybe they can't leave the country, or maybe they can't, like, there's some kind of you will find out. They will tell you that there's something that stops them from just being free, and it's a chronic situation. It's not going to change so easily. Here is the next message. We have the business, or the Tower. So below the surfaces, I feel like this person was, maybe the restrictive point is this person's business. I feel like they spent a lot of time working, Cancer. I feel like they have worked themselves in a corner almost socially. And so they have commitments to business. It's like if you set up your business a certain way to which you have to work weekends, okay? So when you have your own business, there's sometimes there's flexibility as to how you set up your schedule. And some people, like me, I choose to work weekends. And so when a person's situation changes and they have these commitments, there's going to be those kinds of constraints that they've established in their work life that are going to affect your relationship with them. So they have a very demanding schedule, very demanding business or work, and that somehow is going to be the reason why there's like a lot of this doesn't work on this day, this doesn't do that, blah, blah, blah. But this person wants a good time. It's just they want someone strong to kind of match them at the efforts they've put into their life. Then we have the Clover in the current place. The decision you'll make will be a correct one. They know that you're gonna accept everything, that everything's gonna be fine. They're very, very patient with telling you about what they need to say to you. And they're confident that whatever you choose, it will be the best choice for the both of you. They know it's in the bag, frankly. I think that they know that this is a done deal, like you guys are good. But I feel like, and they're taking you slowly into their life, introducing you to some of the complexities, okay? And then the last thing is the Compass. So they know that right now things are kind of crazy and demanding, but up in the near future, the thing that you don't know, right, is that there's going to be decisions that will change the course of their life. So for now, it's like a very like narrow hallway of options. It's like very few options and choices, very restricted lifestyle. But there is going to be a change, like, hey, let's move to another state and get married. Like something that there will be an easy choice in the near future. They know this, that will easily integrate you into their life. So there's going to be they already know this, but you don't know this. You just know that you have to contend with, maybe they don't want to jump the gun or something, tell you too soon, but there are these restrictions that they live by or live within to be successful, to achieve their goals. But that's not forever, and there's going to be a lifestyle change up ahead that you'll find out about later. Okay, so it's maybe like something up in the air, or maybe they don't even realize, like maybe it's already been mentioned to them in some way, the option or the possibility, but it hasn't registered yet. So they're not necessarily hiding anything from you, Cancer. Okay, so let's see the next sign. We have Leo. Meow meow. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the club. Let's take a look at your compass reading and find out exactly where things are going with you and this person in this relationship. Okay, so let's see the first message. We have the second chance. Love me like never before. Ooh, Leo. So that somebody's reaching out to you for a second chance. They want a second go at things. They want a reunion. Maybe it's not you that they want a second chance with. Maybe they want a second chance at love. Okay, so no, this person's upright, Leo. You're getting yours. So this person just does not want to complicate things or ruin things or make them bad. There's just a real like straight shooter sort of energy. And I think from your other readings, that's what Leos really want at this time, because you had your time wasted in the recent past. And so now you are this is the best kind of situation. Birth, something new being brought in, the sun. Something new being brought in, the sun, birth, new beginnings, new possibilities. Something, maybe a birth could be like the birth of pets. So rather than having kids, maybe like bring a pet into your family, into your life. And then we have pop. So it's, oh, this is cool. This is feeling very light and airy. It feels like a relationship that's actually a lot of fun. Without the BS. There's like a real straight shooter, a really straightforward dynamic that's happening between you and this person, but it's not like cathartic, heavy discussions. It's just having fun. So it's like you have this understanding where the other person is and that they're not going to flake out on you and be shitty, but at the same time, it's not like you're talking about it all the time. Let's see your cards. So this is what's clear. This person's been waiting. Everybody's single. Oh my God. So this person's been waiting a long time, waiting for the right opportunity, saying no to the wrong ones. At the present time, you know, it's an exciting time in their life in which business is going very well for them. There's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of like, you know, just like exciting news every day, something to look forward to. They have a lot of pep in their life. They just, very good vibe. They're very excited about where they find themselves right now. Then we have the stork as the outcome. So in the future, this is the romance period of your relationship. And so in this relationship, it is very much like shiny, pretty things, like exciting about things are going on and all of that. And in the near future, there will be some change of direction to make things more concrete. This is sort of like a space in which they or you or both of you are sort of waiting for things to change direction, and you're waiting for something new to begin, and it's coming. You know it's coming, and it's like an easy, fun time. You know, like it's almost like waiting for college to start, right? Like, you know it's coming. It will change things, but in the meantime, let's have fun as you are waiting. And then we have the dog. So this person has sought friendship and companionship. I know you're the cats, but this is the kind of vibe. The dog means friend. And I think that after your last betrayal, you have been seeking a real friend. And so this person, the reason they've been single is they've been seeking a true companion and friend. And so that's what they're not telling you. And then they have a real willingness to change a lot. I feel as though for some of you guys, this is a long distance relationship in which it's almost a stretch. And this no BS around here is if you've met them online and you're wondering if something's disingenuous or something like that, this is genuine. This is what it will be, and there's an actual willingness to change things, to take the next step, to like bring that reality home. So they're willing to move. It's not like you're going to have like a long distance relationship for 3 years and nothing's going to happen, right? This person's willing to take the next step. And then we have the moon. If you haven't seen this person, I'm getting the vibe that some of you guys are meeting people online, Leos, to the effect that maybe you haven't met this person or maybe not even met this person in person. They're going to be very good looking to you. And I think that there's also just very good looking, but you're going to think they're very good looking. And I feel like there's an improvement. Like, I think that there's an understated beauty. There's something about them that you're going to find out later on that's just going to make them that much more attractive. There's something there, you know, in one of those regions. There's something there that you're going to have a nice surprise with. This person is more attractive to you than you think. They're attractive already, but I think you're going to be really wowed by this person. Okay, so next sign is, so now we have Capricorn. Hey girl, hey. Let's take a look at your compass reading. Let's find out where things are going with this relationship. Sorry about the... Okay, so let's see what's going on. So we have the sun in the top, in the surface. So happiness, joy. This is a person who has a busy life and they want time with a person that they love to be full of happiness and joy. And so they see that in you. Below the surface is something new. This person's tired of their regular life. This person is just tired of the same old, okay? And then we have the growth coming in, which is the World card. This person has a strong grip on their life. There's a lot of success in their life. They have, you know, they have things under control. They're quite impressive to other people in terms of like just what they have earned for themselves. They have like a certain clout. They have a certain energy about them. But I think that for them, the environment in which they've sort of dominated is they're sort of done with it. And so they're seeking something new. They're seeking to transform what's going on. They know that environment that they sort of have been very successful in, be it work, career, community, or whatever, is ending, and they're on the lookout for the next step, the next situation. So small delay, loose tongue equals delay. So that means that somebody's been talking and there could be a miscommunication about what things are going on. I think that it's important to find out what people mean and ask them more directly what they mean and where they're coming from and what they're trying to say. So there would be some kind of misunderstanding between you and them, and you will, or they will need to explain, or you will need to ask what's going on and to look deeper. Their life is complicated. You need to learn more about them, Capricorn. And then we have, look at this. I just randomly picked this, the man waiting. So they've been like, you know, like they've been smiling to everyone, smiling to the audience, smiling to people. But in a personal space, in their quiet space, they've been waiting. Like whatever's been going on for them, they've been waiting for the outcome of their situation. They've been waiting for things to change. And then we have the child. This is stuff you know. This person may have never been outside of the environment in which they're leaving. This could be a person who's traveling from a different country. This could be somebody who has been in one job since they were a teenager, never changed their environment. And so this person might have a whole new life emerging for them. Something is over, something is beginning. And then we have the anchor. So they sort of in their relationship with you. They see a goal, they see a perspective, they want to start something new. Some of these people have been in a relationship waiting for the relationship to end forever, like a marriage that takes 3 years to dissolve. So there's delays. Maybe something was said to the partner and now it's going to complicate the breakup, the divorce or whatever. But I think that they feel like there's their eyes on the prize and they know where they're going with things. Okay, so below the surface, let's take a look at what's going on. We have the tree in the past. So they've set down roots on something. They've already have begun going in a different direction. Maybe they've been studying something for a while before, something they haven't told you about, to reorient their life. So maybe you met an accountant and they're studying fine art to become an artist. There's something going on below the surface, and during their period of stasis and waiting, they have been whittling away at this new direction, this new path. Then we have the dog. So we have the dog, friendship. I think this person's going to be very loyal with you. I think that they're going to be a true friend. I think that there's this sense that something new is beginning between you and them, but I think they bring to this situation a sentiment that you may be in a relationship with them for a short time, but the sentiment that they're bringing in is very like an old friend. Like they're coming in with a lot of trust, a lot of loyalty towards you, Capricorn. And then we have the bear. Okay. This person might be beginning a new business, or like a huge like phase of life is beginning. It's not like just like a new business, like a new little business that they're going to start. They're looking to like corner the market on something, go big, set up something new. Like they're going for a big success. They're going for like to create a whole community, to create a whole environment. And so I feel like they're trying to put that life together, and I think that they think you are a part of that. So they want somebody who's not going to mess it up for them, and of course as a Capricorn they know you won't screw with that. So exciting. Maybe too many loose tongue, too many things said, but hopefully in a short time that will resolve. So next sign is Scorpio. Hey Scorpio, let's take a look at your compass and see where things are moving on. So we have the external beauty. Okay, so I feel as though this person is very drawn to the aesthetic, beauty, external world. I think that this is a focus on beauty, on the body, looks, those kinds of things. And then below the surface, someone likes you, the Magician. Maybe this person talks with you about like aesthetics a lot. Maybe they talk to you about clothes, working out, those kinds of things, but really below the surface they actually have a crush on you. Maybe they'll be asking you for relationship advice, all sorts of stuff. The incoming energy is the spring. This person's feelings may have begun in the spring. I actually think it's last spring that this all started for you and this person, rather than next spring. So I think that you have been getting attention from this person for about 5 months, and then we have personal power and strength emerging. So I think that somebody's very like attracted towards someone else, and so they are in some way like asking around, like where they might be asking you like where to work out, where to like where to work out, where to like where do you get like your hair done. There could be a lot of questions like that, like under the auspices of taking care of yourself. They're asking you those questions because they appreciate that about you, so they want to sort of in some way kind of get in closer to that aspect of your life, maybe even ask to come along to your gym, work out with you, to see, you know, just to spend time together. So it's kind of, they're being a bit sneaky and around, they're kind of beating around the bush about it. But, and if it's not working out, then it's like, oh, your garden's so nice, where do you get those bulbs? You know, let's go flower shopping together. So there is some kind of like, they're being sneaky about it, like indirect about their feelings, but there is a crush here. And then we have, oh, they gave you a present. So they sort of, you know, maybe like little presents, like speaking of gardening, like maybe they gave you some radish seeds or something, you know, kind of like that you wouldn't really consider to be like a gesture of love, but I think that they gave you something because they love you, because they think you're beautiful. And then there is they're taking a closer look at you, and I think that you know that, and that's a very Scorpio trait too. So maybe you're doing that with each other, getting to know each other better, you know, figuring out what the other person is about. And then the upcoming, this relationship is going to come to a completion. It's not an end, it's coming to a destination. So it could be an end for some of you guys, but for some of you guys, you know that there's going to be like the next step is coming soon, the next decision to, like, maybe if you're just friends right now and talking about gardening or gyms or whatever, soon there will be a conversation about becoming closer. So there is a decision that next step is coming closer, and I think you both know that. Below the surface, let's take a look at what's going on. So you feel as though you met this person in a whirlwind situation. So a lot was going on in your life. You were having fun, and it was like magic. You sort of connected. Here is the next message. We have the different sorts of choices. This person, so picking and choosing as you find out more about each other. Again, both of you will be choosing whether or not you want to be together in this relationship or not. And then we have the birds. So they might hear something about you, or you might hear something about them through like third-party gossip or information, but you may not be aware about what they find out. So somebody's going to tell them something about you, but there's nothing here about that pulling away from the relationship. I feel as though like you're coming in to realize, Scorpio, how much they like you. You're coming to find out that they have a crush on you, that they like you, that their feelings and intentions are positive and good. Okay, so next sign is the Pisces. Hey, fishy, fishy. Let's take a look at your compass. Let's get weird. Let's find out how this relationship is with this person. The compass tells us, kind of orients us in what's going on. So this person needs a lot of time for self-care. Maybe you do as well. So your relationship is in part to do with, sorry, a hummingbird's here. So cute. It's a female. So now they perch, because I got the hummingbird feeder with the perch, and it's just so much cuter. Hi, Guy. And they drink the whole feeder in like a day, so I have to keep on making more for them. Hey, Guy. Okay, so yeah, sorry about that, fishies. So we have the self-care. One or both of you really need to take care of yourselves. And then we have the power move below the surface. So there's been a lot of big steps you or they have taken in your lives in the recent past, and now you're sort of getting situated in the decisions you've made. The incoming energy is the science, Einstein, not to be mistaken with science. This means astrology. This means the divination science, magic coming into this situation, magic coming. I feel as though this person and you have a very synchronicitous chart. Please don't make fun of me for that. So there's synchronicity in your chart with this person, and at the same time, you sort of need the same things. So when you meet this person, or if you know this person right now, there will be a big wind down where each of you are taking care of yourselves like a lot of self-care, a lot of nurturing after a lot of big changes in your life, and that's very much in harmony. So at a time when you need to be alone, they will need to be alone, and that will work well. The next message that's emerging is message. So we have the Ace of Swords. Something's going to be communicated. Something's going to come out of this. You know, like I was at the spa a day. I was thinking, this is what I came up with. This is the information I have. Let's find out what they're thinking about you, how they feel about you, what's on the surface. So what we see on the surface is they feel like they took a risk with you. I feel like the timing was weird because there was a lot of changes in their life. And so for them to like open themselves up to get to know someone it's a weird time in their life to do that. Then we have the Fox. So in some way they're trying to figure out certain things in their life. Their life is keeping them on their toes. So they have a very demanding schedule at this time. So that can affect your relationship. And I think this person's going to be quite successful at work with a lot of prospects at work. It's not easy stuff to give up on. It's not easy stuff to sort of, they're not going to make room for anybody too much right now because their demanding schedule is very demanding. There's a lot of rewards with their work as well. So that's number one. Below the surface, we have the mask. And so the mask below the surface, I feel like they didn't really understand the situation that was going on. It's almost like there was a very strong attraction right where you met each other, right when you made that connection, and they were very busy, or maybe both of you were very busy when you had met. And so they needed time. They're like, whoa, who's this? I like this person. I want to get to know them. But like, what is actually going on? Who is this person? They had those big questions. The next message is the moon here. So they're very drawn towards you, Pisces, or maybe you're drawn towards them, despite the fact that this isn't the best time to expand on a relationship. There's other things going on. It's almost like meeting somebody in the middle of a move, like you're moving to another city and you meet someone and they kind of make you so excited, and you know, there's a lot of like time that you need for yourself at this time too. So but know that your astrology is in perfect synchronicity, so they're kind of going through the same thing as well. So there's harmony in that. So the fact that you're not available is not such a bad thing because they're not so available either. And then we have the Well, upcoming energy. The Well bringing luck and opportunity. I have a feeling that there's a question mark about where things will go. Like, are they going to get moved to a different state, go in a different direction? The Well signifies that things are going to turn out in your benefit. Things are going to turn out in a good direction in this situation. There's a question about like will life pull us apart? There's going to be good fortune for that not to happen. And again, that has to do with your astrology. The synastry of your astrology is aligned. So, you know, it's almost like they're about to get transferred to California, and you're like head over heels in crush with them, like you have such feelings for them, and lo and behold, you get transferred to California too, just like the town over. So there's some kind of very good luck that is coming in line with this situation, in which the outside factors kind of land you two together. So there you go. And then Sag, last but not least. You've been coming out last, Sag. I wonder what that means. Maybe you guys just don't need too much information right now. Maybe you're doing your own thing. So we have Capricorn timeline. Maybe something big is going to come up until like December, January this year. So maybe. And then below the surface we have Taurus, both earth signs. So somebody has made a very big decision, a concrete decision that they're not going to waver from. They're really firm in what they believe. And then the incoming energy, friends are going to positively influence the situation. If you're being introduced to their friends are going to highly encourage them to date you. The emerging energy is the happy bunny, which is so cute. So we have the happy bunny energies emerging. You're going to be in a very good situation. This person's going to have very determined feelings towards you. They're not going to bail out on you. They're not going to just they're not going to step out on you. They're not going to remove themselves. So let's look at what they actually are telling you, what you sort of know is going on. So you know that there's a new person in your life. This is very likely a new person. This is a person who comes on really strong. So this means that you met them and things started happening very, very quickly. Oh, look, this just showed up. So I'll give you the heart as a bonus, but at the center is the cross. I have a feeling that this person is kind of like maybe more traditional in how they approach things. They take on responsibilities. It's like they're not so into casual dating. They're not so into just, like, how some people will like really lay low from even saying that somebody is their girlfriend or boyfriend, and like they're like, we're just seeing each other, or like there's some kind of they keep distant. They're not one of those people. It's really popular now for people to be very nonchalant about their relationships. This person's going to want like a serious relationship, or at least a label, like this is my girlfriend or this is my boyfriend, in like a very upfront way. And then we have the stars. So big things up ahead with this person. This person's not going to allow you to waste any time. It's a very like firm handshake. It's a firm yes for the relationship. Everything's in alignment. Friends, their attitude, their disposition, their tenacity, their like loyalty is there below the surface. So they were in a period of a lot of soul searching, and I think that they really figured out what they want, and you coming into their life is a part of that journey. Then we have the bouquet. So they're going to give to you. They intend to give to you something. It may not be an engagement ring, but it might be some kind of jewelry, some kind of present to show they're very serious. That they're very, very serious, Sag. And the upcoming energy is loyalty and trust. You could very well marry this person. But many of the readings right now have shown like a openness and willingness for companionship and long-term things. But this is the reading where it's all business. It's like, okay, so those feelings are there, and with these feelings, like I'm gonna make that a reality. This is gonna be my life. So this person's on board. This person's committed. I hope you guys like this reading. Let me know in the comments what you thought, and I will click through yesterday's reading, the There's two options for membership, but the healing and manifestation reading for all signs. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day, and thanks to